Morning. Welcome to Almas Market Morning. This is Jairam. The index of global stocks hit a new historical high at 761 yesterday, even as data remain mixed and COVID cases hit a new historical high as well. The US markets also were mixed, with the Dow rallying, but the Nasdaq and S&P 500 kind of subdued. US set a new global record of almost 1 million new coronavirus infections on Monday. Nearly double the country's peak of 5,05,000 hit a week ago. But investors have come to view Omicron as potentially less disruptive to global economy than the previous variants, as studies have indicated the risk of hospitalization is lower. The manufacturing index ISM came lower than expected, but well above the expansion line. Price pressures are being passed on, which has implications for inflation going forward. The job openings, as per JOLTS data, remained well above 10 million, while people who quit jobs also hit a new high, as people find more alternatives available to them to take on lucrative jobs. This is an indication of economy doing well. US 5-year yield touched almost a 2-year high at 1.3980. So overall, US economy doing well, inflation on the rise, all make a strong case for Fed to raise rates. The timing of which, whether it is March or May, is still being debated. Dollar was mixed. It was weaker against the pound, as UK steadily reports better economic data. Euro has been supported due to good data, but ECB's dovish stance keeps it in the range. Dollar yen was the one which hit a new high, new multi-year high, as yields rising across has weakened the yen, with the carry play coming into the arena. In today's trading, we saw some Asian currencies weaken, as North Korea reportedly filed a ballistic missile. US Fed member Kashkari also favors 2 rate increases in 2022. On the rupee, obviously, RBI is calling the shots, both sides, and now he has been on the bid side. Initially at 74.10 last Friday. On Monday, they were seen at 74.30. Yesterday, they were seen at 74.50. So the support level is rising. Selling is abated because of year-end passing, and we are not seeing major inflows from FIIs. Then importers are slowly beginning to increase their hedges. Looks like technically we can head towards 74.80 and 75.10 in the coming days. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks, JK. So to start with the Brent crude oil, it's almost just $80 per barrel is expected, since markets are now pricing not much impact on a demand from Omicron. And OPEC Plus continued and agreed to stick its plan in Crete for February. But that's basically showing off that the demand will be persistent all across. The upward momentum for US yield continued yesterday. US 10-year yield closed at 1.67%. Now, market have started pricing 67% that Fed might hike rate in March itself. Jairam sir highlighted that what Kashkari is looking for now, 2 rate hikes in 2022, and is supporting that also. I just want to highlight Kashkari is the most dove person in the Fed setup. He's the guy who always says that inflation is not likely to go high and all those things, but he has also changed his stance very recently. Gold moved marginally higher from a support level of $1,800. 1790 to 1800 is becoming a good support, but now gold has to move higher if it's got some steam because it's consolidated lots of time there. Now gold is trading at 1800, $15, and it seems that value buyers were there around 1800. Indian appetite for gold is never ending. The country has spent almost $56 billion in 2021, and that's amount I'm talking about is that much of a gold we have imported in 2021. Interesting. Finally, India 10-year G-Sec yield moved higher, and it moved higher than 650, closed at 651. It seems that the market has lost appetite for Indian bonds in current scenario of higher US yields and basically a localized and global inflation as well. Yeah, that's all from me. That's all from Almas. Have a very, very nice day. Thank you.